the Seattle Seahawks. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, Wilson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
14.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Set up. 18.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now Trubisky looking deep downfield. Thomas into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Wilson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this 1st drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Big jumbo! Big jumbo! Big jumbo! Start! 14, run it!
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Wilson on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. He will push his way down to about the 14. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now it's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the... That's caught inside the 20. And a loose football. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Lock it, lock it. Move, move. Red, up. Hey, 18.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
18. Hey, we got 3 down. Move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2.
Hey, 18. Hey. We got 3. 180. Red's up.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 49 yards.
Okay, 3rd and short, the mindset of the defense, probably playing the run first. But if you're playing any type of pass coverage, tight coverage, press coverage, and offenses often convert their routes at that point and go farther downfield. And that paid off in a big way for them on that one, a big-time catch downfield.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans are saying throw the football in this situation. but he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Go 14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Hey, 19. What? 380. Right left, right left. Right.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And it's complete to Lockett. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
14, running.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, 14. Tempo, tempo. Left.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
19. Got it. 19. Gun.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Gotta go. Check. Crunch.
On second down, Trubisky dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will extend their lead. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep now for Decker. And that's caught inside the 35. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Tempo, tempo. 14.
On first down, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Lock it. Let's go. Red's up. Red's up.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Trubisky now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. So we have reached halftime with our... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Howard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
180! Hey, 18.
On third down, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Well. Gotta go.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
14. Tempo. 14.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, they got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. 18. 4 down. Check. Sit up. 180.
They go with Howard again. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Howard with his sights on a 3rd straight 1,000-yard season to begin his career. Here's 1st and 10. They go counter with Howard. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Lock in.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Red, up. 18. Red, up.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
14.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Wilson. Flushed out right. It's caught. Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. Quick slant caught by Moore. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught on the left side, Jerron Brown. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey. 14.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. In for the score. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
It's not a great revelation to say that it's going to take a lot to replace what Jimmy Graham gave this club from the tight end position, especially in the red zone. But that had to be an encouraging sight for Russell Wilson right there as he finds one of his replacements for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Set up. 180.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. Now Trubisky. He leaves this one for Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Red's up. Red's up.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Red's up. Set up. 180.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And Gabriel's got him. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing now is Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Put up. 180.
A give to Howard. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears have broken the tie. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. They got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Close to field goal range now. Get up, get set, and spike it.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. And he'll get up and spike it with 11 seconds remaining. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Chicago, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks,